Hello, boys and girls. We're on the draw here against a Storm deck, and we kept our 7-card hand. We're going to have a turn 2 Frogmite, and hopefully something that's going to help us ramp maybe some more artifacts. It looks like we're going to end up with a turn 2 Frogmite, and perhaps a turn 3 Mirror Enforcer or Thoughtcast, or both. So unfortunately, we're going to have to pass. And this hand really isn't that fast against a Storm opponent. He may actually be deciding whether or not he wants to Storm right here. And he did mulligan to 6 cards. Okay, so our options are to play the land, which would allow us to Thoughtcast for 1 for just blue. And we'd have 4 artifacts on the field. Might not be able to cast Mirror Enforcer. If we play the land and cast Mirror Enforcer for 3, we then have 5 artifacts and can't really do anything with that. I think we're going to play the Enforcer because against Storm you generally want to provide a fast clock to stop them with. So instead of drawing extra cards, I'd rather put more power on the board. It is possible that with this Thoughtcast we draw into a cheap artifact that helps us accelerate these guys, but I don't think that's going to end up being our play here. So he's going to go to 18, then we're going to cast Mirror Enforcer. The turn after that, we will be able to cast Mirror Enforcer for 2, and then cast another one. So I don't know what the holdup is here. He could be in another match. So now we have 4 artifacts. We're going to go ahead and cast Mirror Enforcer. We have 5 artifacts, so we can't do anything else. Just pass it back to him. So he'll have 6 cards. He may be able to Storm here. But he might also just decide to wait. And he does decide to wait. This is going to allow us to not only cast both Mirror Enforcers, but we can also cast a Thoughtcast now. So we're going to have 6 mana. So we're going to go ahead and attack first, and from there we'll do the rest. I'm going to Thoughtcast before playing the land just to make sure that's the land we want to play. See, now we can play Ancient Den, Sun Chaser, Star, and play both of the Enforcers, and we can leave that Thoughtcast back for next turn. So this is pretty much going to force him to go off. But I think that's okay. There's not really anything else we can draw into with Thoughtcast that we'd want to use here. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to play Chromatic Star, which is going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 artifacts. And then we're going to play our Mirror Enforcers out. And then we're going to play Auriok Sun Chaser. So if he has the Empty the Warrens, he's going to need to have enough to get through these 3 blockers. He's also going to have to, if he has Grape Shot and it's not enough to kill us, he's going to have to try and kill a lot of big guys, but I don't think that's really going to work. So he has to kill us this turn, or he's pretty much screwed. He's going to go down to 10, and we're just going to F6. There's nothing we can respond with. We're all tapped out. So it's basically up to him. Does he have enough to get there? And I'm not sure he does. He did take a mulligan to 6 on the play. He has plenty of mana here with these lands, but I'm not positive that he's going to find all the pieces he needs. But it's out of our hands at this point. It's basically up to him. It's up to what he draws, and so forth. He is down to 8 now, so even if he does have Empty the Warrens, there is a possible sequence that we can draw that can kill him with a Sun Chaser flying over and either Galvanic Blasts or Fling. So he's got 2 cards left. I'm not sure what his Storm count is right now. It's not that high, really. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think. So, yeah, we won. Okay, so we take game 1. That's very good for us. Let's go ahead and go in sideboard for game 2. We're going to once again be on the draw, which is kind of rough for us. And I'm not exactly sure what we want to take out. I think Galvanic Blast is a card that doesn't have many applications. It's just a burn spell, which in a racing situation is good, but it doesn't do anything else for us. It's not going to take out a creature. So I think it's probably the weakest card in our deck. I'm kind of on the side of wanting to keep in Fling because it could give us a chance just to steal a game from out of nowhere, even if he's got a table full of Empty the Warrens against us. So with the Galvanic Blast gone, we can bring in Benevolent Bodyguard, or Benevolent Unicorn, which is a way to stop Grape Shot. We also have these counter spells that we can use, and I'm not sure which one is better, because I don't think I want to make room to bring in both. I think I'd rather bring in Pyroblast, which would stop Ideas Unbound. Hydroblast would stop some of his ritual effects. And again, I'm just not sure which one would be better in this situation. It's very situational. Now, we could take out something like Thoughtcast or Preordain, but I think that hampers the consistency of the deck a little bit. You know, we might just want to put in Galvanic Blast, put it back in the deck, rather than trying to play a reactive game with Pyroblasts and Hydroblasts. I mean, I could see going that route, maybe taking out one of our threats, but the more threats we take out, the slower we're going to be against our opponent. So, you know, I could see taking out Thoughtcast or Preordain, but I don't think we want to take out any threats. Let's go ahead and take out a Preordain. And what we'll do is we'll play one of each. We're going to kind of just hedge here. I don't want to play too much counter magic, but we have one of each, and maybe we can make use of them. But if we don't, it's still just a one of in the deck that's not going to slow us down too much. So I think this is fairly reasonable. Let's go with this and see how it does. Okay, we're game 2. Going to be on the draw here. So we're going to be waiting on the opponent, and we want to keep a hand that's at least somewhat explosive. This one's interesting. We have Hydroblast and Pyroblast in hand, and we have a turn 3 Thoughtcast. I think we can keep this. This is a very interesting hand. It's way more controlling, but might be good enough. I think we're going to lead on the Furnace. It stops more early things, early spells, than the Hydroblast probably will. Then again, if he tries to go off next turn, might be a problem. And we have a turn 2 Atog if we want it, which means on turn 4 we can hit for 3, 5, 7. That's not that impressive, but I'm just debating whether or not to leave up Hydroblast or Pyroblast. And I think we're going to leave up Pyroblast. But I am definitely not 100% that that's the right way to go. I mean, if he tries to go off now, it's probably better that we use a Hydroblast to cut a ritual down. It's very unlikely he'll go off on turn 2, but he must be considering it, at least at this point. So our options for next turn are to... Wow, he missed a land. So I think we're going to go ahead and play out the Atog. We're going to use the Seat of the Synod, because if we draw another blue, we want to have both of these available. Since he missed a land, I think playing Atog is fine. And we can start pressuring him. Next turn, we'll have 3 artifacts, so we can Thoughtcast for blue and colorless. But I don't even know that we want to do that. We may just start bashing and leave up double counterspell. But it depends. If we draw a Frogmite, I might be more inclined just to dump our hand on the board. He's definitely in trouble if he doesn't hit any more lands. I think that goes without saying, really. So we'll just wait here. We could draw a Chromatic Star next turn, or a Springleaf Drum. That might help us out. Wow, he's actually sacking the land right now, which is very interesting. Only a single black mana and a green, so he must have some Lotus Petals around. We're just going to go ahead and F2. We may need to sack an artifact for some reason. I doubt it, but it's possible. He might just be trying to sign in blood here to hit a land. Because without a Lotus Petal, I think he's pretty screwed. Or a land. I mean, even if he has a land, it's just one. So this will be interesting. I'm actually not sure what's going to happen here. It is a Lotus Petal. So we could be in some deep water. Yep, he's going for it. It must be an Empty the Warrens. I can't see a Grape Shot getting there. Though he's very spell dense without any actual lands in hand. It's possible that he's got Grape Shot here. And it is Empty the Warrens. I don't think we can actually beat this, which is kind of sad. Let's see. He's got how many guys? 4, 6, 10, 11. So we have a Hydroblast to kill one of them. We can't cast Mirror Enforcer yet. So do we want to Thought Cast? Do we want to leave up Hydroblast? I think we have to Thought Cast and try and draw something. Because we're going to block 1 and we're going to take 10. 4, 8... Actually, sorry, he's got 12 guys, doesn't he? 4, 8, 12 guys. So we're going to take 11 and go to 9. Then next turn we play our 4th land. Yeah, it's kind of looking like we need a Thought Cast here. And I'm not sure which mana we use. I don't think it actually matters here. Let's do this. Now we have a Chromatic Star we can play rather than leaving up Pyroblast. We'll untap, play a land, we'll have 5 artifacts. We can play almost everything out. So I think we'll play the Star this turn. We could sack it to draw a card and give our guy +2, but I don't think so. I think one of the ways we win is with a Fling. So we may want to try and use that option. So we're going to go to 9. Then we need to play out as many guys as we can. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. So we are kind of close to having a Lethal Fling. There's a 3rd Mirror Enforcer, so we can play them all. And we can Hydroblast 1, so we can block. We might be able to actually stay alive. 5, so we have to spend 2 mana to cast one of them. 4, 5. Then we'll have 6, spend 1 mana to cast the other. Alright, well, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hydroblast one of them. Block 4 of them. So we take 6 and go to 3. Well, that's what we have to do. So, let's do it. And we'll save the Hydroblast until after combat. So we're going to take... We might only take 5. Block 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're going to take 6. Then we play a 5th blocker. And I think we actually stabilize at that point, which is pretty outrageous. So we may actually win this game. Stabilize at 3 life. And hope that he can't actually Grape Shot us to death. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. We can almost kill him with the Crackback. So if he attacks with everybody, I think he dies to the crackback. We may want to leave up Pyroblast or Hydroblast. Okay, he's not attacking with all. Okay, this is looking good then. He's attacking with all but 2. So we don't need to Hydroblast the guy yet. All but 2, yeah. We could just to save the damage though. But at this point we might just want to use those as counter spells to stop him from accelerating with this stupid thing. 3, 6, 8. So we block 4 of it. Who knows? Maybe we draw a fling. He left up 3 blockers. It might just be the case we want to blow that up. Blow up a guy. We go to 5. I think we'll wait till his end step. If he doesn't do anything else, then we don't really need to worry. There's a land. That kind of worries me. We'll be able to leave up both of these next turn anyway. Yeah, we're just going to chill on this. There's another land. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. So he has to block. Then he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. 2, 4, 6 attackers. We have four blockers. And yeah, let's just send in with the Atog. If he double blocks though, that's actually fine. I think. I don't have a problem with him double blocking. I think he'll just single block. But if he doesn't, oh well. We'll sack something. Yeah, there's not a lot of value in making us sack. Okay. I guess he wants to do that. So I guess we're going to sack either the Great Furnace or the Citadel. Let's go ahead and sack we'll sack the Citadel. We could sack that and draw a card, but I want to play the Sun Chaser, so it really doesn't matter. Yep, take it, go. So here's Sun Chaser with a card draw, free creature, and we have these 2 counterspells waiting, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so we've stabilized, but we have to stop him from storming off with these 2 counterspells, which I'm sure he's not expecting us to have both a Hydroblast and a Pyroblast. So next turn we have to ask ourselves, do we want to attack with all of our guys? Oh, he's going for it. Okay, so we can probably stop this. There's a Chromatic Star, it's going to resolve, but whatever red spell he has, we can just counter it. So he's got 5 cards. I think we're just going to try and snuff out the red spell. Rite of Flame. Yeah, let's just counter it. He has 3 cards. Hopefully no way to produce red mana. Looks like he might sign in blood. Shred Memory to get a 2-drop. What would that be? Metamorphose? But he's missing a mana. Pretty sure we can get there against him. We're at 5. He is searching his library. Maybe he doesn't know what he wants to get with this, which is very much possible. With only 1 mana in his pool, his last 2 cards, I can't imagine what they are. Obviously, he was storming off into something, so he probably has Grape Shot in hand. So Shred Memory, 4 mana Morphos. But if he doesn't have an extra mana producer, so I think we just stopped him short, and he has no lands. So we could send in a fair number of guys here. He's got 5 attackers, and I feel fairly safe attacking with maybe even 4 guys. We could send 5 guys if we wanted to, but he has to block a Tog. And then if he blocks the other 4/4s, he's down to 2 guys. So yeah, let's just attack with 4 of our guys and try and wrap the game up. Keep him from resolving anything. So we'll attack with that many. We can pump 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19 damage. Just a single block, he's going to take 11 and go to 7. Okay, so we're just going to pass. We have this Pyroblast here. And do we have lethal next turn? We've got 3 in the air. He's got to have to block this. Yeah, we have lethal. So we win the match here against Storm. We're going to go into round number 2. So I hope you enjoyed. I think that game, Hydroblast, seemed to be pretty effective. But I don't know if that will carry over in the future. So take care, and we'll see you then.